What's up, everybody? I wanted to put some highlight clips of me yesterday doing a little track time at Charlotte Motor Speedway here in North Carolina. And the way I got onto this track was basically through SCCA, Track Night in America. What they do is they put these events together where you can bring your car out, get multiple sessions on very nice tracks across America. Like this is Charlotte Motor Speedway, a NASCAR track, and I've raced this track multiple times on a couple different race cars that I have. Tonight will be in the Mustang that I've recently purchased. But if you'd like more information about SCCA, Track Night in America, go to tracknightinamerica.com, and it's got a lot of great information. And now you don't have to have a caged car or race car. People bring their Corvettes, they bring BMWs, so any of those things you can actually bring. We have a right beside us right here is a C7, about 650 horsepower. Now my Mustang's probably around 230 horsepower. So yeah, I'm probably one of the slower cars on the track tonight. And what's cool about this is you'll notice we're starting during the daytime, and later on in the clips you'll notice we're going to be into the evening under the lights at Charlotte Motor Speedway, which is very awesome. So this is my first time on the track with the Mustang. I have put the Corvette and I've also put the MR2 on this track multiple times. So I'm really just getting a feel for this car. This car has a recently rebuilt engine in it, so we're actually still on the break-in oil, so we are not going to push it tonight. We're going to keep it under 5,000 RPMs, but even at that we can have some fun tonight. So I might jump in here and out on this video and some of these clips just to highlight what's going on. There's some cool stuff coming on later, like let's see, I slide a couple times. I almost wreck a C8, a buddy of mine, Tom's, and you'll see him walk up, and we'll have a little conversation about that, and he's a really good guy. But then we'll also see another buddy of mine, Jim. Track officials having a conversation with you. I didn't really get to hear the conversation, so I might just commentate on what they might be saying to Jim here in a little while. And then another buddy of mine bringing his C7 out, the 650 horsepower one that you saw just a little bit ago. You'll watch him pass me. Again, I'm going to get passed multiple times throughout these clips, but it's not about that. I'm not trying to push this car. I'm just trying to break in the engine. So I hope you enjoy. And again, if you want to see or know anything more about trying to get your vehicle on some of these nice racetracks, go to tracknightinamerica.com. Check it out. I'm not paid or sponsored. I'm just doing this for fun, you know. So, but all right, we're cool. Enjoy. Alright, in this clip we're going to see the C8 coming on my right side. This is Tom. And just watch him braking right here. I was really worried he was going to hit that wall. But we'll talk about that here shortly. Now in this clip you'll see the ZR1 on the right hand side, which is Jim, just blow by me. Now I am floored, and look at him just pull away. Now you'll see over here on the right hand side, that's Jim with the track officials over there talking to him. And I can't hear what they're saying, but I'm imagining what they're saying right there is, Jim, you are such an awesome driver and you are so fast. I just wanted to pull you to the side and congratulate you on how great of a driver you are. I saw you coming up, and I was like, flying. So I was like, I got over and I was like, oh, maybe I should have made him just stay behind me. And then I was like, as you flew up, I was like, oh, and I was braking. I was like, I'm just gonna stop right here, let him take the whole thing. Yeah. I was worried.
Well, I didn't know your brakes, so I wanted to give you plenty of room just in case.
Right.
But I
saw you. Yeah.
I was at the limit.
Because these brakes are like really
good.
They're super duper good. Like I can brake right there and stop.
I figured they were, but I didn't want to turn in front of you.
Oh, I was, yeah. I was, and that's what I kind of meant when I was like, go there and I'm going to let you take the whole thing, and I'm just going to come in behind you. Yeah. And then you went wide. I was like, oh. So
it all worked.
I was like, please don't hit the wall. Please don't hit the wall. Please do not. I didn't give a crap about me, man.
Actually, I was saying the same thing.
I was like, that wall.
I had enough brakes. If I had to, I could have stopped before I turned in. Right. I didn't want to spin out. I'd probably have another 6 feet, so I was good shape. Yeah, I was like, and then when I got back on the gas, I didn't see. So as you notice, Jim's going to come up and pass me again on the right-hand side. I want to elaborate a little bit more on who Jim is. Jim actually is my instructor. So 4 or 5 years ago, when I got into this racing and had no clue of what to do, didn't even have my first race car, basically he kind of steered me in different directions of what vehicles to get, what not to get, and that's kind of how I ended up with this Mustang, is because he knew these guys. But so he's my instructor for my HPDE events, and pretty much everything I have learned on track and I am utilizing now, basically I learned from him, except for the bad things where I slide off a track and things like that. Those are not taught by Jim. That's just me getting more aggressive. And there goes Tom in his C8 Corvette. God, that's a beautiful car. Now, if you've ever been on a racetrack and things like that, these little Mazda Miatas, man, they are fast. They are quick, they're nimble. Passing them is honestly one of the funnest things to do. Now, in my Toyota MR2, unfortunately, I normally get passed by them, but now with this Mustang, I have a little bit more power. And what's better than passing one Mazda Miata? Passing two. So it's really fun to pass those guys right there. But on the infield, they are quick and nimble, and they'll come back right and get you. Alright, now we're going to transition into the last session, which is obviously at night and underneath the lights. Now, with this being the last session, everybody has got a little more time, their tires are worn, and we're getting a little more aggressive, I think. Some people do settle down, but I personally kind of go a little harder at the last session because I got a little more feel for the car. So you'll notice
that there's a little more action going on at nighttime. I think there's a Corvette. I have a clip of that actually turned one. They hit the wall, and I almost hit a Camaro. And luckily we all stopped and nobody got damaged except for the Camaro, or I'm sorry, the Corvette that slammed into the wall a little bit. But nighttime is a really fun thing to do, so I wanted to play a little bit of the video kind of going around the track, and it's just a great track under the lights. Now you'll see in a second my buddy's Z06 is going to come by on the right hand side. This is about 650 horsepower. Now I am floored with this Mustang right now. And look at this. They just blow by me like nothing. Now that is a beautiful car. It's set up perfect. Just a great track car that he has. It does have a lot of power. But once you learn that power, that car is phenomenal to be on this track, especially this track right here. But that car is just amazing. I even try to push it a little too hard here shortly into the infield, trying to keep up with him. And I think the next clip coming up here shortly is where I do a little bit of sliding, which is kind of fun, but we correct it pretty fast. So you'll see that here in a second. So right here, I'm just trying to catch up with that Z06. I'm pushing it a little hard right here, and you'll see it. So my back end kind of slides out from me, but with this car and these wide tires, I just kind of throw the steering wheel to the left right there. It catches itself, pretty much didn't lose too much momentum, and kept getting at it. So really good car. I'm really liking the handling on this Mustang right now. So one thing you'll notice a little bit is everybody with the point buy. So like the Mustang on the right, see how he's got his arm out the window? So events like this is basically a point buy system. So even like this, you watch the left, see his arm out the Miata? So what they're doing is they're pointing you by. So you can't pass without a point buy. So sometimes you'll notice I'll be behind a car or something, and that's what the point buy is for. Alright, so here comes the Camaro and the Corvette. That red Corvette this is turn one, coming back into the Roval. So you'll watch that Corvette here in a second. He's going to come in hot, and he's going to get a little loose. So now he's going to come back across track. Oh, Camaro stopping. I'm stopping. No one hits anyone. I throw back in first gear, and we're out of here. What I was worried about here was traffic coming up behind us. So we have a bunch of cars coming, and as they turned in, they would not have noticed that the Corvette had hit the wall and slammed into all of us. So he's still under his power. He's pointing me by. So we're going to go back out on track and have some more fun. my last session at Charlotte Motor Speedway, and it was a great evening. I'm just pulling into the pits right here, and then I'm gonna take a left to go into the infield. It was a great evening, like I said. Car did very, very well. Handles great. It's got plenty of power for what I want to do in endurance racing, so I'm very excited about the Mustang and starting to do some more track time and some more endurance racing with this car right here. So anyway, and like I said, these things with this SCCA Track Night in America is an awesome event. Please look it up if you're interested in it. You can pretty much bring any car. It doesn't have to be a race car or a caged car. It can just be your daily driver. Basically, all you got to do is have a certain helmet, and that's about it. So anyway, check it out at tracknightinamerica.com. And thank you for watching. This was fun. I'm going to load this car up and I'm going to head home and get some sleep because it's going to be midnight before I get home. Thanks, guys.